It's simple math, really. But oh, I really wasn't gonna say anything about this. The He Gets Us campaign started back in 2022. Most of you may know it from their commercials that have millions of views on videos online, but hundreds of millions of views through their commercials during the Super Bowl event in the USA. You know, this huge sports event when you run around with an egg-shaped ball in your hands for 95% of the game and call it football. That's funny. Anyway, I could always critique the campaign for its production, like a slideshow of a couple of black and white photos for 1 minute and a little Jesus tagline with "He Gets Us" for the bargain price of $7 million per 30 seconds. Yeah, definitely room for critique here, but moving on. You see, I'm not against things that put the spotlight on Jesus. Who am I to say that nothing good at all came out of these commercials and campaigns? It's simple math, really. Of course, chances are, when hundreds of millions of viewers watch such video, that it could be the spark that sends a good handful of skeptics and lukewarm Christians in the direction of taking their faith seriously and end up getting into a good Bible-grounded church. That's possible. The problem is that Jesus, as in He Gets Us, is very shallow and quite misleading when it's He Gets Us, full stop. You see, people don't have problem with Jesus. He has been written into later scriptures as a great figure and guru in, for example, older religions like Hinduism and Buddhism. 600 years after Jesus walked the earth, Muhammad, the prophet of Islam, came running out of the Hira cave in Arabia with his own perverted version of Jesus from hundreds of years earlier in another country. 26 out of 27 books in the New Testament warns directly or indirectly about false teachers or false teaching. The early church fathers had a really strict criterion for the biblical canon to ensure it was definitely the work of the apostles. And if you also read the first century early Christian handbook called the Didache, you will also in there see warnings on how to discern about false teachers and false teaching. I'm just a bit worried about the portrayed Jesus that millions of viewers are left with after these He Gets Us commercials and campaigns. You see, again, people don't have a problem with Jesus, as in their own version of Jesus. But people do have a problem with the historical Jesus of Christianity. You know, the historical Jesus of Christianity. The Jesus that don't affirm and approve of your sinful lifestyle and desires. The Jesus that is not just your genie and a buddy in heaven.
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
The Jesus that wants something more from you other than your personal happiness right here on earth in this moment. And the Jesus that said, whoever wants to be his disciple must deny themselves, pick up their cross daily and follow him. Luke 9:23. Yeah, people don't like that Jesus. But that is the historical Jesus, God incarnate, who walked the earth in the first century. If you want to go where the evidence leads, and I encourage you to check the best of the best from both sides, because the truth can handle it. And Jesus, the historical Jesus, is the truth. As Christians, we are called to love everyone, and we don't want to become more known for our criticism than our love. Jesus does get us, indeed. But let me fill in very quickly where the He Gets Us commercials didn't. Because we worship a God who doesn't just get us, He also judges us, loves us, redeems us, forgives us, saves us, transforms us, cleanses us, sanctifies us, died for us, justifies us, glorifies us, and resurrects us.